Do you hate the stress of bedtime? If so, you are going to love this week's Mad to Glad parenting tip because you're going to learn one strategy so that you don't have to threaten or punish your child, especially during that time of day where you want things to feel very sweet and snuggly and relaxed. The other day, my husband Ty and I had our 4.5-year-old twin nephews, who are both boys, over for a weekend sleepover. And the kids are really good at staying in the bedroom and knowing that at bedtime that's something that they have to do. However, closing their eyes and lying their heads down on the pillow is another story. And one of the boys the other night was clapping his hands to get my attention and saying, Auntie Sammy, I need something, knowing that he needed some attention, but he had to stay in his room. So he was making lots of noise, so I would go in there, which of course I did. And he was having a hard time falling asleep. And he said, I really want that jar of coins that I was playing with earlier to put next to my pillow. So one of the ways I helped him fall asleep was setting up an agreement where I said, great, yep, you can earn those coins. I'll bring that jar in as long as you're quiet for 1 minute. So I'll go get those coins. You lie your head on the pillow, you stay quiet for 1 minute, and then I'll bring them in. So he was quiet. I brought him the coins. And before I left the room, I made sure his head was on the pillow. He made sure the coins were in the exact right spot. And then I said, I will come check on you in 1 minute. And as long as you're quiet, you can keep the coins here. You've earned it. Not having to threaten him and say things like, but if you're noisy, I'm going to take them away. I didn't do any of that. So I left the room for 1 minute and he stayed quiet. So I came back in and made sure to reinforce him. Now his head wasn't on the pillow. So I said, oh, now you're doing good staying quiet. Make sure your head's on the pillow. I'll come in and check in 1 more minute. And if your head's on the pillow, you can keep your coins next to you. I left, I came back, and when I got in there, he was actually sitting up, playing with the coins, making lots of noise, which was also keeping his twin brother awake. So I looked at him and I said, oh, sorry, you didn't earn the coins. So I gathered them up in the jar and I said, I'll put them on the shelf for you. And if you can be quiet for 1 minute, I'll come back in and you can earn them again. Well, what do you suppose he did? He protested, of course. No, 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 I'll be quiet. I won't play with them. I won't make noise. And I said, nope, sorry, you have to earn them. So we went through this process of the coins were removed. I left the room. He was quiet. His head was on the pillow. I actually was only out of the room for like 20 seconds to help him be successful. And when I came back in, he was lying down, so he was able to earn the coins again. And long story short, I'm describing this step by step because that is a really great way to remove the stress of bedtime. What you're doing is you're setting a child up for earning something rather than threatening to take it away and creating this sense of anxiety, which is going to make going to sleep even harder. I'm curious to hear from you in the comments below. You may not have a 4.5-year-old child or one who's motivated by a jar of coins. So how could you apply this strategy? Maybe think about if you have a really young one who only has a pacifier at night, that you use the pacifier that they get to earn. Or with an older child, maybe it's something else. I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. And if you like this video, make sure that you click like below and share it with your friends. Remember, you have the power to influence your child's behavior, so stick with these strategies. You can grab your next Mad to Glad parenting tip on brightening connections.com, and I look forward to seeing you there.